So unbelievably proud of our guys. After a really brutal night with a really, really short turnaround, a lot of soul searching and a lot of questioning and some doubt and whatever, the guys did the only thing that you can, and they responded. And I couldn't be prouder of them. Couldn't be more proud of Gideon. What an unbelievable effort he had. He's just learning on the fly. He just doesn't have a ton of experience, but he had such a huge impact on this game. Proud of the whole crew. And very few teams get beat like we did last night and then have a big time game 24 hours later and come out and have the toughness to gut it out. But these guys did, and I couldn't be prouder of them.
Darnell, you're unmuted. Go ahead. Darnell, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead and ask your questions.
Okay. Yeah, Coach, tell us a little bit more about Gideon and his ability to kind of make an impact in this game off the bench, his development as a player.
Yeah, I mean, you think about Gideon's contribution to this game. He has 15 rebounds and two, probably the two penultimate and ultimate most important rebounds of the game. He's so capable of guarding so many different positions. Defensively, he had the toughest defensive assignment for a bulk of his minutes on the floor. He's playing two positions for us right now, the 3 and the 4, which is super unfair on my part. It's just we've needed him to do that. And he makes some of the greatest Nigerian food you'd ever taste. So I can keep going. I mean, he's an unbelievable young man, and he sure put on a show tonight. I'm super proud of him.
Darnell, did you have another question for Gideon?
Sure. Gideon, tell us about your adventure here at BYU and when your number was called, how you felt like you responded today.
I'm loving it out here at BYU. I'm having fun. I'm playing the game I love. And for the coaching staff to trust in me is something it's like big time to me. And them believing in me, coming off the bench and doing what I do. And then having confidence in me, that's what been triggering me all this while.
Norma, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach. I don't know if you saw, but a little while ago it was announced that Craig Smith will miss the BYU Utah State game because he tested positive for COVID-19. How does that change anything for you guys? You guys have 2 days off. Will you be changing anything up?
I actually did not know that till you told me. He just tested positive just now.
Yeah, they announced it probably like half an hour ago.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure they'll do contact tracing and kind of figure out that whole scenario. I don't know what that means for him, his players, or his team. Did they talk about that at all? That's new to me, so I'm not sure.
No, if you want me to read what they released,
Yeah.
They literally just said Utah State head men's basketball coach Craig Smith has tested positive for COVID-19 and will be unavailable to coach the Aggies 2020-21 home opener against BYU on Saturday. The diagnosis came after recent team tests, and Smith is currently asymptomatic.
Okay.
That's
So yeah, I mean, listen, Craig is a absolutely terrific coach, and he's done an unbelievable job at Utah State. So if he's not available to be on the sideline, certainly it's gonna make things more difficult for them. But he's also a coach that I think he teaches his guys how to play just as much as he maneuvers the game from the bench. So if he's not available to play and we still get to play the game, I'm sure they're going to be ready to go. I mean, they've been sitting on this game for a week, I think, or 5 days by the time we get there. So they've had plenty of prep time, and they're a really, really good team, really talented team. So I'm sure they'll perform great if all that moves forward.
Mm-hmm. And then also just wanted to ask real quick, you had 5 different Cougars score in double digits today. What does that say about the offensive depth that was showcased today compared to yesterday's?
It's I don't know. I mean, we're going to steal a lot from both of these games. They're both so different. I don't know how much schematically I really have today, I just have, I couldn't be more proud of these guys in terms of their focus, their ability to kind of like pull themselves together and come compete against a terrific St. John's team that just kind of ran Boston College out of the gym 2 nights ago. And so, I do think that we're trying to grow our depth. These minutes, like Gideon got 22 minutes today, and he's a better player now than he was before the game. He's more experienced. I think he's got a better understanding of what we're trying to do. Caleb Lohner got 19 minutes, and I think he's a better player now than he was before he started the game. And I think Brandon Averett got 26 minutes, and he's a better player now in terms of having a little bit more sense of how we play than he did before the game. And for us right now, we're playing a game every day or every other day here for the next 10 days, it seems like. And so we have to get better in these games. And so I'm really proud of our guys. Spencer Johnson gave us a huge lift off the bench. He was incredibly solid in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. And these guys, these are our games, but it's really the only practice we have also. And we know that we have to find a way to get better every day. And so certainly I feel like we had a bunch of guys that improved tonight.
Jerome, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
I got a question though. What was Brandon Gobley doing here?
Brandon, you just got a shout out, baby. We can see the list of participants on here. Brandon Goble's proud of you right now. Are you kidding me? Brandon Goble, 15 rebounds. What?
Jerome, are you there now?
Yeah, it is Jerome. Jerome, pick up the phone, Rio.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, sorry about that.
Awesome, sorry. Okay, Gideon, with about 20 seconds left, you pulled it when the game kind of got close again after you're up by 10 and then went down to 4. You pulled down a rebound defensively and then got fouled and made 2 free throws. Will you walk me through what you remember from that play?
I would say my teammate Connor Harding. So he be talking to me all throughout the play, and Alex Barcelo, they just be telling me just to go get the rebound and play my game. That's it.
Do you feel like you can rebound on anybody? It seems like when you go up for a rebound, there's a lot of confidence and skill there.
I've been doing it ever since from JUCO, so it's not a new thing to me.
And then Mark, Alex Barcelo, obviously kind of everyone struggled to shoot the ball, but he plays 36 minutes, handles the ball a lot, only has 1 turnover, leads the team in scoring. What do you want to say about his performance tonight?
Yeah, listen, Alex is got such a leadership role in our team, and like the whole rest of the team, he was absolutely devastated after yesterday. It just was like yesterday we just didn't even recognize ourselves. It was just a brutal hit for all of us. And I think we, like I said, last night was really, really hard for everybody. In fact, walking to media, Gideon told me that he woke up at 3:00 in the morning.
I was pissed
because he was so upset, and just the whole team was really sideways. And for him to kind of lead the charge, for these guys to come back and have a great game, and just, Alex Barcelo tonight just made every right play. He was 8 for 11. But the game wasn't about him. For him, the game wasn't about him being 8 for 11. He didn't set out to be 8 for 11. He just set out to play the game the right way in an aggressive, really intelligent fashion, come what may. It could have been 1 for 2, right? That might have been what the game dictated. But I'm so proud of him, and he really displayed some great leadership just in terms of like playing the game the way the game told him to play it tonight. And when you have a point guard that does that, it gives you a chance to win every game, and certainly did tonight. Super proud of him.
Thank you.
Sean, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned Gideon right there, and then you talked a little bit about Caleb early on, but just in general, how big of a key was it for you guys shooting the ball, being able to get those boards? And I think you out rebounded them by something like 20 rebounds on the offensive glass. I mean, just how big is kind of that play after the shot for you guys in bouncing back the way you did, I guess?
Yeah, it's been really important for us. We had 11 offensive rebounds tonight. And so that's a great thing for us. Of those 11 offensive rebounds, they only have us down for 3 second chance points. So unfortunately for us, that's 27 rebounds in the last 30 hours. It's it's that many rebounds and only 3 points to show for it. So clearly we have a lot of room for growth. You imagine when we start actually converting those offensive rebounds. But with that said, it does give us life. It gives us rhythm. Our guys have put in unbelievable efforts to go to the offensive glass. And so, we'll keep racing that way and getting better and better. But us on the offensive glass is really, really important to this team for a number of different reasons.
Jeff Call, you're unmuted. Go ahead. Jeff, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Coach, your team shot 56% in the second half. What was working in the second half? Was there anything different that was going on, or what do you attribute that shooting percentage in the second half to?
Yeah, I think our guys did a really good job of just trying to share the ball. We ended up the game with 15 assists, and we didn't shoot it great. So that's good. We still left a bunch on the table with some missed open shots, but it's what shooting is. I mean, there's going to be little blips in the road where you just don't shoot the ball well. And the trick is how you respond to that. Do you respond to it by second guessing yourself, by changing the way you approach the game, by changing the way you shoot the ball? If you do, then it's going to end up kind of being problematic. If you just kind of press forward and just like, hey, I know that sometimes the best players in the world miss more than 50% of shots they shoot. And so I'm going to keep approaching it exactly the same way. I'm going to finish every shot. I'm going to earn shots for my teammate, and I'm going to own every shot. I think in the end it works out. And I think that was demonstrated in the second half today. Our guys just made some more shots. And, like we talked about, offensive rebounding is something that really can save you when you're not making shots. Defensive stops can save you when you're not making shots. And continue to shoot the shots that you believe in and you work on can save you when you're not making shots.